Alright guys, I want to share with you the Firle Sennen. So this was sent over by Will, the owner, and I have to say these are some very elegant looking dress watches indeed. And we're going to cover some of the sizes and the features and everything like that before we get into any details. And of course you guys know that typically dress watches, certainly at this level of elegant design, is typically not in my wheelhouse. So I'm going to do my best to kind of share with you guys the watch and its attributes. So they sent over two of them here. I kind of wanted to see, there is a regular stainless steel full polished case, but I kind of wanted to see this gold tone because I figured it just kind of suited the watch better. If you're going to go full on beautiful, elegant design like this, then I also kind of wanted the gold color on it too. So let's talk about the case size real quick first. This is a 41.5 millimeter case, 47.6 millimeter lug to lug, about 11 3/4 tall, but that's including that double domed sapphire crystal with AR coating, and a 22 millimeter lug width here. And they come on these nice leather straps with the embossing on it. There are going to be options for this style leather here, but as you bend them, they're going to start to mark a little bit, but that's a really cool look to it, I believe, as well. They also come with these quick release spring bars on them, and then matching hardware depending on which one you pick up, if you get the polished stainless steel model or if you get the coated gold tone. So you can see a really nice display case back, 100-meter water resist push-pull crown, and very elegant looking case. Kind of matches all the other design elements of it as well. So you can see it's just kind of, I don't even know what that's called. It's kind of like a dish that's submerged down into the lug system, but I mean, it's all one piece, so it's not like two pieces where it happens separately. It's all part of the milling process, or however these cases are formed, but it's just so killer. And then another trick up its sleeve is the enamel dial. So, but before we get into the enamel dial, let's talk about the movement. So because it is all decorated and you have the custom rotor on there, it's kind of cool looking. It's kind of fancy looking. We like to see that, right? On our automatic watches. And this is using a Swiss STP1-11 automatic movement on it. You can see 26 joules, beats at 28,800. I put both these on the time grapher and they're both running at about +5 seconds dial up. So this is a little bit higher grade movement. So you're going to have accuracy is going to be well within specifications, whatever they are. And I'll put the link to the Kickstarter and everything. And I know I didn't mention this, and I know you guys are going to maybe freak out that it's a Kickstarter, right? But guess what? They did things a little bit different than most Kickstarters do. They already have 500 of these watches made, ready to go. So the first 500 that are going to be sold, they're going to be shipped pretty quick. You're not going to have to wait like 6 months for, to get that watch. So the early backers are going to actually get their watch pretty quick. So let's take a closer look at the dial here, because the dial is something pretty special. So you can see right away there's actually 2 layers there, and it's all enamel. So there's multiple layers of enamel, and then it's baked on at 800 degrees. And there's 2 different discs. You have that center inner disc, and then you have the outer disc where the applied indices are of the 12369, and then you have a railroad track going around the outside there. Very clean, unobstructed dial there. You have the brand name Firle, London, it's Firle, excuse me, and Sennen automatic. The other thing that's kind of trick, and hopefully you can see this, that hour hand is almost at the same plane as the indices as it's coming around, and that's because the indices are applied on that outer ring, which are up a little bit higher, and they can do that because, again, the minute hand is above the hour hand on the center post. So you're still going to have clearance, no problem, but it's kind of just a cool little feature. If you really start to examine your watch, you'll pick up on some of these styling cues that are otherwise lost if you just kind of strap the watch on and wear it. My personal favorite is this one right here, the gold tone case, the white enamel dial with the matching gold handset. I think this is probably my favorite one of the colorways. And there are some other colorways, and then of course, like I said, there's the stainless steel dial as well. Here, I'll try to give you a close-up of the blue as well, because it's It's equally as stunning if you're not into the white dials. You can definitely get this rich blue, and then in certain lights, like full light like that, it almost looks like black or a dark gray, but it's definitely a really deep navy blue. So very cool watches indeed. And like I said, you got the quick release hardware here, so you're going to be able to change out straps in a jiffy. So let me pop, I think I'm going to pop, well, let's do the white one because that's kind of my favorite one. I'm going to put the white one on my approximately 7 1/4 inch wrist. Now this is all new and the strap's all new, so it'll look a little bit better after you wear it a little bit, as far as conforming to your wrist. But you can see on my 7 1/4 inch wrist, very, very good looking, clean looking watch. And that enamel dial, especially when you get in the natural light, or if you get into a really bright office or something like that, if you're working in an office or something like that, it is going to look so clean on your wrist. I think that would be a really good color to have, this gold tone with the white. So there is the quick look on these guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to get back to you, and hopefully I can get Will, the owner of the brand, to comment down in the comment section. He can answer questions probably better than I can. But if you have them, I'll try to do my best to get them. And I think the launch date is April 28th. I don't think there's going to be any delays on the launch date because, like I said, they already have 500 of these ready to go. So they are chomping at the bit to get these out to market. And then, of course, whatever extra they sell, they'll have manufactured, and then they will get those out to market. And then these other straps, like I said, these will be available in many different colors and options. Depending on what your desire is, those will be available additionally to the Kickstarter campaign. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next vid.